All right, Nicole, it looks like you are live. We'll see participants start coming in here in probably the next minute or so.
Okay.
Then yeah, you will be good to go.
All right, just let me know when.
We'll give them 30 seconds.
Sounds good. Give them time to get on.
Get comfortable, you know, stretch out get the note-taking fingers out, get the pen. These folks, they gotta be prepared for the wisdom that you're about to lay down on.
Right.
Should also note here at the start that we record all of our lunch and learns. So if you don't manage to catch this live, you're able to find our videos on either our Facebook page. They'll be released probably the day after. And then we have a playlist available on our YouTube channel with a lot of our repeating classes and lecture series. So it's another great resource to go. And if you're looking for even more information.
It's good to know.
Good. As Nicole, I said, we get rolling, see folks start trickling in, and if not, they've got the recordings to look back on to see what they missed.
Sounds good.
All right. Yeah, I say you're good to go.
All right. Well, sounds good. Well, we'll get going. So thank you everyone for attending. On your screen, there is a question that I have. Feel free to use the chat or unmute yourself in regards of answering the question. So it's, how are you currently creating or expanding your business network? And I'll give about a minute or two just to answer that question real quick. And if there's any in the, I can't see the Facebook, but if you.
Yeah, I'll keep tabs on Facebook as well and chime in if we've got any folks commenting in there.
All right. So we just want to see which ways are you currently, and what are you currently doing right now to just expand your business. So I'll give you about 30 more seconds and then we'll continue with the presentation. All right. So again, welcome. My name is Nicole Mitchell. I am with the Nebraska Enterprise Fund. I am a business mentor and a trainer. I've been with Nebraska Enterprise Funds for 2 years now. I've been as a business trainer for about a year now. The Nebraska Enterprise Fund is a vibrant small business ecosystem that works with small business and micro businesses, giving them an opportunity to start, grow, or prosper their business. We provide services to micro and small businesses in 3 areas, which is technical assistance, which is training, coaching, and then also access to capital. Over the 3 years, we have provided financial and educational service. We have provided those services to 175. We have funded 175 businesses. We have given out $10.42 million in direct loans, and then 17 million in PPP, and then 312 of those businesses received the PPP. We have impacted 608 jobs. We have provided over 10,000 coaching sessions and over 8,000 training. People have participated in our training, and 65% of those were people of color. And we also have provided stabilized business grants. We are certified with the CDFI, with the Department of Treasury. Follow us on www.nebbbiz.org for more information. Again, our services is direct gap loans, so access to funding, training, one-on-one coaching, credit building, and equity pilot program. So today's presentation is on networking. And so one of the things that we want to do after this presentation is that make sure that you have a clear vision and understanding, and provide you with tips and strategies on to how successfully business network. So after this presentation, hopefully you will have a better understanding on how to business network for your business. All right, so let's get into the presentation. So the introduction to business networking, okay? So business networking is one of the most effective ways, it's one of the oldest ways that people use to create relationships in their business. So networking is one of the oldest and most effective ways to create relationships within your business. Business network is also a marketing tool, okay? But one of the ways that it's most effective, and I go back to my last point, is people. It is people who make the relationship. So it is people who drive your product. It is people who drive your businesses. So one of the effective ways that it is effective is because it is the people that you need in order to even network. It's a marketing tool. It provides opportunities that is created through people. So having the same business like-minded people in your network, it provides you a way to market your business, because it's people who will tell you, who will tell others about your business that way. So it's a way of using marketing your business. It also is a cost-effective, okay? By doing networking, it can be cost-effective in ways of finding who your vendor is, finding if your product or service is a valid or a good idea. A lot of times we jump into business and we don't even know if our product or service even works. So being able to save on a cost by doing some network will help you with the research, and it help you save on the cost of jumping into getting a building, an overhead building, when in reality, you know, you haven't done the research, you haven't talked to people, you haven't done what you need to do to make sure that you will be effective and that you will have a successful business. So networking is a way that can, one, connect you to people in regards of the industry or the business that you are already in. It also can help you with finding the right idea for your product or services and saving you some money in when you're researching that product and service, because it's people that will tell you if that product or service is a good idea or if it isn't a good idea. So networking is also a way of keeping your costs down and being effective and generating your new business. It also is a good way to exchange ideas as well as referrals. It's people who tell people. So when you know someone that knows someone and they like your business or they like your product, they're gonna tell others about your business and product. So once I tell somebody and they like it, then they can potentially be a client. And so that becomes a referral. And then it also becomes an exchange of, you know, ideas, because by that person being a referral, you never know what ideas or what conversation might strike up from that person being a new referral in your business. So it also is a way to exchange ideas as well as a referral. And then it says that recent stats shows that 79% of businesses when you are networking, to seal the deal, 79% of the businesses use networking. So that's a pretty high effective percentage when it comes to networking. As you see, networking is one of the most essential elements when it comes to your business, because it is the people that will drive your business. It is people that will purchase your product and services. It is the people that will give you your review when it comes to your business. It's the people that's going to speak good or bad about your business. So networking is essential when it comes to your business. And I can't see, but is there any questions or anything regarding the intro to business networking?
None so far, Nicole.
Okay. So when you are thinking about networking, when you're thinking about, starting your business, understand that it is people who drive your business. It is the networking. It is finding that right support group, that support system to drive your business. Okay, so what is networking? Networking is basically, it is the process that we use to build relationships. A lot of time people think networking is going out and selling your product and going out and putting out the best flyer and creating the best logo, but it's more to that. It is literally building relationships with people, building relationships with other businesses. It is that process that you use to build those relationships for your businesses. So why do we network? Building positive relationships, and also to increase our influence and position. Okay, so if I build a positive relationship with people, then that means they gonna tell somebody about me, they gonna tell somebody about your business, and that person, if they like it, then that's another person they'll tell about your business. And once you build those relationships, then you have a positive influence, and then that positive influence puts you in a position to where your business can flourish, and it puts you in a position to where your business can have more opportunities because of the relationships that you have built, because of the influence that people see that you have built within your relationships. And when people like you, and when people like your businesses and services that you provide, then it increase relationships, and it also increase the opportunities that you have because of those relationships and because of the influence that those relationships come out. So we network to build relationships, and we network to increase our influence and positions and the opportunities that can be provided to our businesses. Okay, so there's ways that you can network. There's types of ways that you network. Okay, again, one of the two most known ways to network is either face-to-face or online. With the pandemic, it has shifted a lot of ways that we network. A lot of people still aren't comfortable with the face-to-face. And so with face-to-face, it is basically the oldest and one of the most effective ways to network. There's a saying called rubbing the elbows. So this is where you literally are face-to-face with that person. You're having that one-on-one conversation. You're having that in-person conversation. You're personal with that person. You're learning what the business offer. You're learning what the products and services, the benefits of the products and services. Not only are that, you're actually learning who that person, the business owner, is, what started their company, what made them want to go into business, what motivates them, what are they trying to solve, or what are the needs that they're trying to meet. So that face-to-face contact gives you that more personal, the rubbing of the elbow feel when it comes to your business. But because of the pandemic, and because of a lot of times it's more convenient, we have been shifting a lot to the online platform. And so with the online platform, it's not so much face to face. It's so much you're using social media, whether it's LinkedIn, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Facebook, but you're using some type of social media or some type of online platform to use as network, which online platforms are good because you can literally reach, you can go global, build a network that's globally online. You can build it also face to face, but it'll be a little bit harder to build face to face because you need to be in person with that person. But when you're building a network online, you can literally build it globally. But again, there's two ways that we're talking about, and it's either face to face or online. Most people like the face to face because they feel like it's more effective. They feel like it's more personable. But then you have people who like the online setting as well. But whichever one you choose to follow or to choose to network, you still have to make sure that you are maintaining that relationship, that you are still building that relationship to be positive, because you can make the connections, but if you don't maintain the connections, then what's the purpose of building a network when you're not going to maintain, or when you're not going to make sure that you build upon that relationship? So there's two types of networking that is most familiar and most common with most people, and that's face-to-face and online. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of time on this screen, and it just talks about the characteristics of effective networking. Okay, so one of the things that you want to do is you want to command the room. You hear people say, make them not forget who you are. Okay, so when someone commands the room, what are some things that you see in a person when they come in and they command the room? Like, what catches your eye with that person? How do you know someone is commanding the room? Okay, well, one of the things is that they stand out. They stand out. They're unique. It's something about them that literally has caught your attention, whether it be the way they present themselves, whether it be the way they talk, whether it be their presentation of their business, but they command the room, they stand out, they have left something with you that makes you remember them at all times. It can be a quote, it can be a story, it can be something that whatever they did, they commanded your attention enough to make you not forget who they are. So when you are networking, you got to remember people are talking to tons of people constantly over and over and over within minutes of time frames. So you want to make sure that when they leave your presence, that they know who you are, they know what your business stands for, and not only that, they know how to contact you and reach you in your business, but you want to make sure that they don't forget who you are and what your business serve and solve. Okay, and then you want to build and connect. Okay, this is the part where you have to be able to have a conversation. You have to be able to promote yourself, promote your business, promote your product and services. But most importantly, you have to be able to connect and build and create a relationship. Okay. So say for instance, if you have a first timer who knows anything about your business, you have to be able to tell them the who, what, and when and why of your business. You have to really explain to them the value of your business. And not only do you have to explain to them the value of your business, but you also have to listen. Listen to whatever feedback they might have or whatever business interest that they might have. So you have to be able to build that, first of all, connect with the person. So first of all, get their attention. Some way, somehow, you have to command their attention, and then you connect with them, whether it's through general conversation first and then go into your business, but some way you have to connect, and then you have to build upon that relationship. Okay. So once you command a room, you connect and you're talking, you're networking, and you're building that relationship, then you have to follow up. You have to follow up. A lot of times we say follow up within the 24 hours of you contacting or you talking with that person. But this is a piece that a lot of people they miss. And by being a entrepreneur, you have to have the characteristics of being able to follow up when you meet with somebody, or being able to follow up on a time. And then not only just follow up it, but follow up in a timely manner. So you connect, you command a room. Once you come in a room, you command it, you get their attention right off the dribble, but make sure how you get their attention. Be careful in how you get your attention, because you don't want to get attention that is negative. Okay. You want to make sure that you get a positive attention to where it leaves them wanting to do business with you. It leaves them wanting to know more about your business. It leaves them wanting to know more about you, because then that leads to the build and connect. Okay. If people don't like you, they're not going to buy your services. If people like you, they'll buy your services, and they'll also tell other people about you. And then once you connect and build that relationship, then you follow up with them, whether it's providing that services or whether it's initiating them to become a possible or potential client. So command a room, build and connect, and then follow up with the businesses. So these are characteristics that we have found that are effective when it comes to networking. And let me know if there's any questions, because I feel like I'm moving, but I want to make sure that we're answering everything that you have any concerns about. Okay, so how do you network? Okay, the first thing in anything that you got to do is you got to set some goals. You got to know where you're going. Okay, you got to know what you want to do. Okay, so if you go to an event and networking is the thing that you want to do. Okay, so one of my goals may be I'm going to talk to 5 minority-owned business owners. Okay, so that would be your goal. You set that goal, and then you put some action steps into how you're going to meet that goal. Okay, so I'm going to talk to 5 business owners that is within the food industry. Okay, so now I'm getting more specific in setting my goal, the food industry. So now I want to talk about, okay, so when do I want to meet that goal? What time frame do I want to meet that goal? So then you put a time frame on it. I want to meet 5 different food industry within the next month. Okay, so now you know you have to meet 5 food industries within the next month. And then you take that and then you put, your time frame, your actions to that. Okay. So once I have my goals, once I have an idea of what I want to do, then I have to set a plan. Okay. Your plan is basically your roadmap into which direction you will go. Okay. A lot of times you get to networking events and they can seem so overwhelming because it's so many people that you want to talk to. It's so much information in a room, so much wisdom and knowledge. And half the time you may not even know where to start. But if you set your goals before you get there, and then when you get there, you create some type of plan in regards of how you're going to maneuver around to meet your goals. So your plan is your roadmap. It is your guide. It is your time saver. When you are at the event, it is something that keeps you focused on your goals. Okay. So then once I set my goals, I have a plan. Now I need to implement that plan. So now I need to mingle and listen. Okay. So now I'm going around, I'm networking. I'm mingling with people. I'm listening. I'm getting feedback. I'm passing out my business flyers. I'm passing out my contact cards. I'm passing out business information. It's the meeting of the minds. We're sharing knowledge. We're listening as we go on. So networking. And then the key piece is the follow-up piece. Okay. Following up with not only the people that you made contact with, but you also got to follow up with your goals. Okay. Did you set the right goal? Was that goal appropriate for that event? Was that goal appropriate for your business at the time? Okay. And if it wasn't, then you make the adjustments that you need to make. Adjust those goals. Okay. And then follow up with your plan. There might be times where you have to adjust your plan, make changes to your plan. Okay. And then within the networking piece, you have to follow up with who you made contact with. You never know who can become your potential client. A lot of common mistakes that I see is that people don't follow up, or they just assume that people want their products and services without even communicating even more with the people that they made that initial contact with. So follow up. And as I stated earlier, a lot of people like to follow up within the first 24 hours that you made that initial contact. And then when you follow up, have a plan. Don't just follow up just to waste anybody's time. Follow up, have a plan. Know what it is that you want from that person. Know what it is that they need from that person. And if you don't know completely, have that conversation in your follow-up with that person. So how to network. And these are just general steps, but there's all kinds of tips and strategies, all kinds of resources out there that will teach you how to network. But these are just 4 general steps that can get you going when you're networking. So set a goal, have a plan, mingle and listen, and then make sure you are following up, because you don't want to lose an opportunity or lose a potential client because you didn't follow back up with that person, or because they don't know how to reach you or contact your business. So make sure you are doing those 4 things in regards to when it comes to how to network. Okay. And so there's all types of networking opportunities out here. Again, the face-to-face or the online are the 2 most used platforms that people use when it comes to networking. So social media platforms. Now we have Zoom. Zoom is a great way to network. They have where you can do breakout sessions on Zoom and Microsoft Teams. You also have Instagram, where you can do live TV or go live. You have YouTube, you have Facebook. So you have all of these avenues and channels that you can use when it comes to networking, tweet ups, meetings for professional organization, community service event. With COVID and everything, it's a little bit harder to really network that face-to-face as stated, but there's always other options in regards of networking. And we're thankful for the online platform because it also gives us a way to continue to network, as we know that networking is one of the most essential pieces when it comes to growing and developing and starting our businesses. So whatever opportunity, whatever platform that you use, just know that you must network. It is essential to your business, and how you use that platform is crucial when it comes to your business, because it is the people, it is the platforms that you will use that will introduce you to those people. So if I'm using a platform that don't generate people, then I might need to go back and again revamp my plan, revamp my goals in regards of finding the right platform when it comes to networking opportunities. So yes, there's tons of platforms out there that we can use to networking, but make sure you have the right platform the right platform that identifies your people, the right platform that also promotes and pushes your products and services, and the right type of platform that builds genuine relationships, because network, again, is about building relationships. Okay, so I'm almost at the end, but here is 2 quotes that I like to use when it comes to network. And I say, it isn't just what you know, and it isn't just who you know, it's actually who you know, who knows you, and what you do for a living. And that was by Bob Burg. Okay. And then there's a business model that I like to use as well. And it's all else being equal, people do business with people they know and like. So again, I can't stress this enough. It is about building genuine relationships. It is about the process of how you build those relationships. So if people don't like you, if people don't like your product or services, if people don't like your business, they're not going to support you. They're not going to be your fan. They're not going to promote your business. They'll promote it, but they won't promote it in a positive way. They'll promote you in a negative way. So you want to make sure that you are building true, genuine relationships with people, because it is people who will actually tell other people about your business. So it's not about what you know, it's all about who you know. I know we say that, and it's so cliche, but it's so true. It's about who you know, because you never know who they know, because who they know might be able to tell somebody that didn't know about your business, and now they know about your business. So build genuine relationships, be able to talk about your businesses and your products and your services, and then build some type of processes in which you network to make sure that you are maintaining and sustaining genuine relationships to help grow and develop your business. Is there any questions so far?
Still looks all quiet on our end for questions.
All right, sounds good. Okay, well, I'll keep going, and we're almost at the end. Okay, so actually, to sum it all up, key takeaways for Business Network. Again, set goals. Cannot stress enough. Set goals. Be able to know what it is that you want. Okay, because if you don't know what you want, people can't help you. You won't find the right target audience. You won't find the right industry. You won't know if your product and services is really effective. Okay, you won't know if you inspire, if your business inspires other people. So please make sure that you are setting goals at all times, and not only setting those goals, but adjusting those goals if you have to. Okay, have a plan. Know where you're going. Your plan is your direction as to which route, which way you will go. So it's like your roadmap. Okay, so when you are in those networking meetings, be strategic in how you will work that room. Okay, so if you want to meet 5 food industry businesses, map it out in regards of how you're going to do it. Okay, so I'm going to sit down with ConAgra for 5 minutes. I'm going to sit down with McDonald's for the next 5 minutes. Okay, so have a plan in regards of how you want to meet your goals. But when you're setting that goals, be realistic and make sure that you are able to achieve those goals. You don't want to set them too high to where they're not reachable, but you do want to set them high to heighten the expectation. But don't set them too high that you can't reach them, but don't set them too low that it won't make a difference. Okay, so set goals, have a plan, mingle and listen. Okay, when you're in that networking, don't just do all the talking. Even though people love to talk about themselves, but sometimes listen in regards of other people's businesses, because you never know what you can learn from that. So follow up. In your follow-up, make sure that you're following up in a timely manner. Like I said, 24 hours is the rule of thumb that most businesses like to use. So in your follow-up, also make sure that you have your business cards, make sure that you have business information, make sure you have your contact information, make sure that they can reach you or they can follow up or they know how to contact you in regards of your business. And last but not least, build genuine relationships. Okay, it is relationships that will make your business. It is people that will grow and develop your business. It is people that will purchase your service or product. If you don't have people purchasing your service or product, you will not stay in business very long. It is people that talks about your business, whether they give you a good review or they give you a bad review. It is people that tell other people about your business, and that brings in new potential clients, new customers. It is your current customers who will tell others about your business and services. So build genuine relationships, okay, in regards of that. Again, thank you for this opportunity to be able to present on business networking. I am Nicole Mitchell with Nebraska Enterprise Fund. I can be reached at NecoleM@NEBBIZ.org in regards of more information in regards of networking or anything that's dealing with business. If you're starting a business, if you have an idea about a business, or if you're currently in business and you're looking for ways to expand and grow your business, we can be reached at Nebraska Enterprise Fund. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nicole. Yeah, as I said at the beginning, these videos are accessible and available on our Facebook page and also YouTube. Just going to DoSpace and finding us there. Every Wednesday, we have lunch and learns from 1 to 2 o'clock. So hopefully you'll be able to tune in to some of those later. We also have Fridays from noon to 1. And just feel free to check out our calendar events. We'll have our March calendar up here fairly shortly for all the new classes that we'll be hosting here at DoSpace. Until then, take care.
Thank you.